This is part 3 to the Tauntaun head sculpture. This is going to be very brief. I'm not going to take a lot of time. There were some minor changes I made, starting off with the horns. As you notice, there's a groove going across a line. I'll move in closer so you can get a better look. Originally, it ended right about here. See how there's kind of like a goes in. There's like a divot. It almost kind of goes into the head. Well, anyway, to make it simple, these two horns that you see right here and this little horn right there, and there's like a little tiny horn protruding out. It's kind of like a side horn that's kind of pushed into the side of the skull. That was the whole horn. That was the entire horn to begin with. It stopped right where those other small horns that are attached to the side of the head. That originally was the whole horn that was on the side of the head. But I ended up making that skin. I ended up texturizing that and making that part of the skin instead, and had the horn end here. I was able to attain a reference picture that gave me a better, perspective on how it looked. It was a nice production shot. It was a side profile of the Tauntaun, and it showed that the horn stopped here. Originally I had it going way up to about right here, and it was texturized to look just like what you see on the horn right now. It had that type of texture, starting from there, going all the way up to right about in here somewhere. But I had to go back in there and change it. Something was wrong. It just wasn't looking right. So that didn't take real long to do. It was just a minor change. And of course I did the same for the other side. So both look the same. I also accented around the eyes a little bit more. I built up on certain areas right about in here, that little roundish piece that sticks off the face. And right about in here, I just accented those pieces. Those areas needed to be built up on. And I did it just a little bit on this side. When you look at the picture of the Tauntaun, this side has it's more accentuated on this side rather than it is on this side. So it's built up more on this side of the face rather than this side. And also the ears I changed around just a little bit. I didn't make them as pointy at the top. The picture showed the ears had more of a rounded look. So I rounded those ears off, and I built up on the sides of the ears right along here. I added more meat to the ears. Did the same for the other side right here. Texturized the inside of the ear. And I did the same for this one. Kind of changed the shape a little bit. So the ears are not pointy anymore, they're rounded on the top, so it looks more like the ears from the picture. So now he's really starting to look like the Tauntaun. And of course the jaw is still the same. And I would say that pretty much covers it at this point. The next part is to do the baking process, and after I do the baking, I'm either going to paint it or I'm going to attach it to the body. But whichever I decide, you will see in the next upcoming video. So I'll say bye for now and watch for the 4th installment. Ben Hagenbush from NJ Creatures of Clay. Bye for now.